Hello everyone, so in this video I'm going to show you how to depot your MAC eyeshadows. I don't know how much time this is going to take, so I'm not going to talk and I'm going to try to just get into the video. So the things you're going to need is a straightener, and I have mine set on 302 degrees, so approximately around there for the heat setting. Some scissors, a magnet that you're comfortable with cutting up, tweezers so that you don't burn your fingers, parchment paper, and an eyeshadow to depot. Also, you're going to need a palette to put it in, which is pretty much the whole purpose of depotting eyeshadows. This is the small 15 eyeshadow palette from MAC, and this is what we're going to be basically doing. You're just going to stick the eyeshadow in the little hole, and it magnets in, and it just really eliminates space in your storage, and it's just really helpful. So that's basically what I'm going to show you how to do. So, the first eyeshadow I'm going to depot is Naked Lunch from MAC. And you just open it up, and then take your tweezers, and see in that little space where right there, that little line in the space right there where the hook in, like where the thing attaches into the pot, you're going to stick something sharp into there and pop it out. May take some muscle. I like vibrate when I do this. Anyway, I'm going to pop this out and then I'll be back. Okay, so I popped the eyeshadow out, so now you're left with this. So what I was talking about, I didn't really know how to explain it, but the eyeshadow sits in like this, and right above that little line there is where you want to pop it out. So then you're left with something like this. Just a little pot like this. So what you're going to do is, now I'm going to face you this way, is you're going to take your straightener, you're going to lay the parchment paper over it, just like this, and you're going to take your tweezers, and you're going to place the eyeshadow on the parchment paper over the iron. And now, while that is being taken care of, while that's heating up, you're going to take your magnet. I'm just going to cut mine in a thin strip like that. And then I'm just going to cut that into little, like, squares, I guess. There you go. Actually going to cut another little one. Okay. So, cut your magnet up, and then basically you just wait a few minutes while the eyeshadow heats up. You can, like, ow, that's why you use the tweezers. You can lift it up to check it every now and then, just to see how far it's coming along, but you'll know, because as you can see, there's some indentation in the back, and you'll know it's done when the whole back of it is, like, popped out. That's when you know it's done, but just leave it there for a few minutes, 2 minutes probably at the most, because you don't want the eyeshadow to start to melt. So I will come back once the eyeshadow is melted. Or not melted, but once the glue is melted. Okay. So what I did was I turned my straightener temperature up to 418 just because 302 wasn't really hot enough. And you can tell that the MAC eyeshadow is melted because as you can tell there's like a big indent in the center of it. So all you're going to do is take your tweezers and sort of poke the center. Squeeze them together and then poke the center. And as you can tell, this forces the eyeshadow up. There we go. Okay, so then just flip it over and then just put that aside. And then take one of the magnets that you cut and stick it on the back while the glue is hot. Also, the pan is hot, so try not to touch the pan because that's really hot too. So now that you have your eyeshadow, while the glue sort of cools, you're going to want to get the label off so that you can put it on the bottom of your eyeshadow so that you know what eyeshadow it is. So I just take the whole entire pot and I just slip that right onto the iron. And the iron will loosen up the glue so then you can just peel the label right off and stick it on the back of your eyeshadow. So while that's happening, I'm going to pop out another one of my MAC eyeshadows. This eyeshadow is Woodwinked. Just going to pop this sucker out. Oh, got it. It kind of flies when you pop it out. And then I'm just going to wait for the glue on the back of this label to come off. So as you can tell, there's also some indentation in the label. That's how you know that the glue is loosened. Now if you leave it on there long enough, the sides will start to pop out, like it has been on there long enough. So put it on there a little bit longer. Is this still hot? The pan gets very hot, so you really need to be careful with it. Okay. Just keep checking it. It's getting a little bit puffier. And make sure you save the cases in the empty pans, because then you can back to MAC it. So then when it's all puffed up like that, the label is all puffed up, you can usually just take your tweezers and stick them under and take the label off. As you can see, this one made a hole in the pot because it was so hot. That's actually really kind of funny. And then just stick the label right on the back of the eyeshadow. It's okay if it covers the magnet because paper isn't going to stop magnetism. So then if you don't mind getting eyeshadow on your hands, then just take the eyeshadow and press it down like this, just squeeze it together. Then just wipe the eyeshadow off, and there you go. There is your finished eyeshadow. You have the label on the back, the color, this is Naked Lunch. Then you can just, whoa, hold on. Okay. Whew, I don't want you can't see parts of my shirt. So then all you do is you take your palette, you take your eyeshadow, and it just pops right in. So yeah, that's basically how you depot your eyeshadows. I'm going to finish depotting the rest of these, and then I'll put a picture at the end with all my eyeshadows in the palette. So thanks for watching. I hope you found this helpful, and yeah, bye!